Welcome to Subramani. I hope I am learning the art of smiling into the camera, though I can assure you I'm finding it very difficult. So if you have not yet subscribed to our already growing 25,000 subscribers, please add. It's great fun to know that it is an increasing number, nothing beyond that. So please welcome. So I'm going to talk about a topic which is close to my heart, is to say how to reduce the complexity of your portfolio as you are heading towards retirement and in retirement. First of all, let us accept that retirement is a pretty complicated affair, because let us assume for a minute again that you will retire at the age of 60. It could change from 55 to 65, depending on what business you are in, or if you're a doctor, you might retire at 75. If you're a sportsman, you may retire at 45, 35, whatever. So assuming that you are retired and you will spend 40, 50 years in retirement, the skill lies in being able to be a manager who knows how to where the money is for the next week and where it is for the 40th year. Right? So you need to have full skill management of 40-year financial management, including short-term needs and long-term needs. That's not going to be very easy, because you will have your health care, you will have medical care, you have long-term care, right? You need to worry about all these things. You need to know what happens if it is not paid. Do you realize that if you check out of a hospital at 2 o'clock, what time will you leave the hospital? Well, take a guess, but it will be something like 10 p.m. It takes that much time for the TPA to come in and approve your bills, and also it's not going to be very easy. So having said, I'm not trying to scare you about retirement, but please understand that for younger people, it is easy to call you retiree, but realize that at 60 your portfolio will look very different from at 70 and 80 and at 90. So at 60 you may still be very active, you may enjoy the fun of saying, okay, mid cap, small cap, large cap, I will invest, I will remove, I will choose between, I will have so much of insurance, so much of top up, and all those things. You may want all that because you want to have fun doing it. And if you are a DIY, then you want to buy and sell some shares, you want to have mutual funds, you want to create a very complicated portfolio. That's perfectly all right at 60, because you think your cognitive dissonance is not set in, you don't have had any of those problems, your brain is working fine. But please realize the brain gets exhausted when it has to think a lot. So I've always given this example: wearing a white shirt, black pant, or eating a same item in the restaurant every time you go. It's not about a person not having great taste. It is very simple. I don't want to look at 140 items, say no to 139 and say yes to one. Anyway, if I'm going to say yes to one, it doesn't matter to what I say yes, unless I know that is something very specific, or I'm going with somebody younger or older who knows that this is the place where to eat this, then it's a different thing. But otherwise, given to myself, and when I'm alone, I just order one dish and be done with it, right? So similarly, white shirt, black pant. Don't use too much of brain power into these things. So 60 to 70 is a great time to be transitioning from a complicated portfolio to a simple portfolio. Simple portfolio means you can migrate to an index fund. You can decide that the funds in which you are is doing well, right? You can do all that, but make sure that the name is correct. The spelling, there are no spelling mistakes. Make sure that your date of birth is correct in all the places, right? Some fund house has made a mistake in your date of birth. Tomorrow your next of kin could have a problem. I'm not saying will have a problem, but could have a problem. So get the documentation right, get your name right, get your will in place. Make sure that your society approves the draft of the will that you have made. Assuming you're living in a cooperative society, show the draft of your will to the society before you finalize it, right? See what works in your building. See that the nomination form is properly filled in. You make a photocopy and keep it with you. That is, you having a copy is also important, because societies are pretty notorious about saying, "Isme to nomination hai hi nahi." Right? So make sure that your society has all the records, and so do that. Do the documentation well. Keep it as simple as possible. If you are into some 20 mutual funds and 40 equity shares, Ask your spouse. If you are the woman who is doing all this, ask your husband, does he want a complicated portfolio or does he not want a complicated portfolio? I would suggest that you go more and more towards a simple portfolio, but some people have fun doing this, right? I have an uncle who at 80 has fun in saying, oh, should I withdraw money from ultra short bond funds and short term bond funds and put into longer duration. He has fun doing it. He may have fun doing F&O also, and he knows how much he can lose, what he should do, what he can't do. Everybody may not be so lucky. For somebody even earlier, they may not have the ability to do that. So check what you are. And if you are a DIY, like many people I meet today, for your retirement, be extremely careful. I would still suggest that you have somebody who looks over your portfolio and comments on it from time to time. Could be anybody, could be a blogger, could be a journalist, could be an investment advisor. But make sure that somebody is reviewing your portfolio, especially if your spouse is not interested. Assuming you are a typical male, you have created a portfolio which is very complicated. And I tell you this is a complicated portfolio, the first thing to defend is saying, no, it's not a complicated portfolio. Of course, it's not complicated if you created it, but ask your spouse, does your wife want to handle this complicated portfolio? If she says, no, I don't want all this, but I want my lifestyle to continue, maybe a simple thing like putting in an index fund and the other money being in a liquid fund or something, maybe just good enough for you. Why do you need to do more than that? Right? So reduce the complexities. Ask your spouse whether they are interested in this. So first is get your names right, get your documentation right, streamline your accounts, make sure that you have the right number of accounts. You don't need to have too many investment avenues. Index fund, one small cap, one mid cap, or going towards when you're 70, 75, getting rid of that and buying an annuity. All those things could be there. So as long as your the blocks with which you built your portfolio is simple, explain it to your spouse as to what you have done. Sit with your advisor, sit with your spouse and tell your spouse that in case of my death, this is the person who will do it for you, right? Make sure that your so-called diversified portfolio, whether it is really diversified, have a look at it, have a professional look at it. Right? Don't go to a friend and say, आप जरा ये देखो. He will not want to disappoint you. So he'll say, हाँ sir, आपका तो portfolio perfect है, आपने इतने ज़माने से invest किया है, you're so smart, blah blah blah. That is exactly what you want to hear, and that is not what I want you to do. I want you to show it to a professional who is willing to look at it and comment and say whether the portfolio will sustain you for the rest of your life. If you have a portfolio which at the age of 80 makes you come back and live with your son or your daughter, it's not been a very good portfolio. It's not a resilient portfolio. So just get into all those details, check it out, and then decide when you can buy annuities, how much annuities you can buy, and at some stage you may say, I don't want anything other than annuities. So fine, reach that stage, right? So till then, know that you're headed in that direction, and whatever steps are needed, you need to do. For example, you are now invested in a mid cap fund or a small cap fund which is doing extremely well. You got 105% return, but you are only 48 years of age. You know that you can afford to wait for a couple of more cycles. You are doing a 25,000 rupee per month SIP into that account. Just cut it down to maybe 15,000 or 10,000. That is something better than saying, no, I will completely exit and I know when to time. None of us know. None of us. Accidentally, incidentally, if we sell something and then the market falls, we make it look like it was strategy. It is not necessarily strategy. Sometimes it could be, right? So simplify, 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 get the documentation right, make your will, make sure that your children know where it is, make sure from where you're going to pay for all your medical expenses. If not from the insurance, who else? What is the backup plan? Explain that to children and keep on reducing the complexities in your portfolio. Make it as simple as you can. Believe me, in the long run, simplicity is the ultimate sophistication, like Leonardo da Vinci said. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Please subscribe. Have fun.